It was nighttime in occupied Palestine, not far from Bethlehem town. In the refugee camp at Al-Arub, it was dark and the moon was down. I lay sleeping in my upstairs bedroom. Loud crash caused me to rouse. July the 2nd, 2:30 in the morning, someone breaking into our house. Israeli soldiers with masks on their faces, they all had guns in their hands. They herded our family into one room. We followed all their commands. They ordered my father, say the names of your children, and when they heard my name, 3 soldiers grabbed me by the top of my pajamas, to my fear and shame. Tied my hands with a plastic cord and blindfold very tight. They dragged me down the stairs, hit my head on the door, pulled me bloodied into the night. Mother yelled at the soldiers, "You've got no warrant. Why are you taking my child?" They wouldn't tell her why and they wouldn't tell her where. They left her there screaming wild. Threw me in the back of a military jeep and drove off into the dark. We stopped at a nearby settlement. They left me in the jeep where they parked. Then a man came out and removed my blindfold, asked me about my name, about throwing stones and Molotov cocktails. He said I was to blame. Didn't throw stones or Molotov cocktails. I told him very clear. I was pushed against a car, banged into a wall, cried out in pain and fear. He put the blindfold back on my eyes, dragged me to the interrogation room. No lawyer was there, no rights were read, no parents to ease my gloom. Do you want to be treated like a human being or an animal? He said. I'll give you 5 minutes to think it over. This left me full of dread. He kept taking my blindfold on and off just to increase my stress. He punched me in the stomach, slapped me in the face, told me I had to confess. Each time I denied, he said I lied, and tightened up the blindfold more. He punched and slapped me many times. He called my mother a whore. He worked me over for 11 straight hours, shackled and confined. Put a written confession in front of me, but I refused to sign. When this was over, they put me in a room long before the sun had risen, handcuffed, shackled, and taken to a van and driven to Ulster prison. There they made me take off all my clothes, even my underwear. I was made to stand up, crouched down 3 times for everyone to stare. I was taken to a place where other children were held. These children made me some food. I had not eaten in 24 hours. Their care of me was good. I had not slept in 24 hours. There I found a bed. I tried to sleep, but I could not sleep. My eyes were sore and red. Next day they took me to the military court, saw a lawyer, and I was arraigned. 3 months later, finally sentenced, and all this time detained. Conviction based on confessions made by some men interrogated in another prison. I never met these men, could not question them, had to live with their decision. After nearly 4 months, they let me go. This is how my story ends. My parents paid 2,500 shekels so I could come home again. They wouldn't let my parents visit me. I was glad to be home once more. These children, like soldiers, are traumatized. They bear the scars of war. What are we doing to these children? What are we doing to our souls?